You know what I am? I am a craft beer fanatic, a beer geek, a beer nerd, and if you are as well, then you probably know right now we're in the middle of the golden age of the craft beer scene here in Canada and the world. But in BC, we've got an amazing craft beer coming out of Victoria, out of Vancouver, as well as some amazing beers from right here in Nanaimo. The brewmasters at Nanaimo's 2 breweries are whipping up great local beer. Kevin Ward brought his brewing expertise from Liverpool, England to Wolf Brewing, one of Vancouver Island's smallest breweries.
Started up about 4 years ago, took over the location of what was the old Fat Cat Brewery, a very small but well-loved little place. Since then we've changed all the recipes and we've moved on a bit, and as a result of that and the craft beer boom, sales are going up. Everything we brew in here now is already sold.
Harley Smith, brewmaster at the Longwood Brewpub and Brewery, has seen the company achieve some big growth on the back of its own highly regarded craft beer.
2 years ago, we expanded to create the off-site brewery, which we're standing in now. So the brewpub operated for the first decade. We started bottling after that. Bottles started selling well, so we decided to jump in with both feet.
No, first time.
Strong local craft beer sales mirror the popularity of the monthly beer club tastings at Lucky's Liquor Store. It's where craft beer fans and novices get to sample some new brews.
These guys have a passion. They want to try new beer. They want to experience it. They want to learn a little bit too.
Some of these brewers seem to come out with new things every month, so it's kind of exciting. Come to Lucky's and see what's new on the shelf.
We're supporting local companies, which is always really important, and it's home crafted, and there's no chemicals in it. It's so natural, and that makes me feel good about what I'm drinking and what I'm purchasing.
However, craft beer hasn't always been an easy sell for brewers or an easy find for drinkers here in BC.
23 years ago, craft beer was nowhere. You had to fight tooth and nail if you were in the beer business to get your beer listed. We're going to pour some of this, but I'll tell you a little bit about nut brown ale. Taste, distinctness, flavor, color, aroma, all the things that we take for granted in beer now had not arrived on the scene yet.
One of my favorite parts about craft beer is that today's brewers are brewing beer with a crazy range of styles and flavors. For instance, this one brewery out of Alaska is making a beer with birch syrup. This brewery out of Oregon is making a beer brewed with yeast from the brewmaster's beard. Craft beer is brewed in a number of classic beer styles, as well as some that are very experimental, and some of those examples are coming right out of the breweries from here in Nanaimo.
Brewpub is always coming up with lots of nice, fresh new styles, oatmeal stouts to Belgian style beers, French saisons.
The flavours of the beers make a big impact against the big corporate beers, which are basically flavourless.
Another positive aspect for drinking local craft beer is that the breweries source many of their ingredients from right here in Nanaimo and from across BC.
Right beside the Crowan Gate pub out in Cedar is a new hop farm called Cedar Valley Hop Yards. We've been using their hops for the past year that we've been canning in our IPA.
And also our honey ale, we use Frederick's honey down in Cedar, some raw unpasteurised honey in that, which all that goodness is retained in the beer as well. There's no point telling people to buy local if you don't do the same yourself.
You can get some great craft beer all over southwestern BC. Great beer coming out of the Cowichan Valley, out of Powell River, as well as even Tofino. The Tofino Brewing Company makes this amazing stout with locally harvested kelp. All right, so whenever you head to a pub, restaurant, or your local liquor store, make sure to request craft beer. Give it a try. You won't regret it. For Shaw TV, I'm really, really thirsty, and my name's Matt Carter.